Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Young Kweku has it all teed up. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Got to figure out this third down here. They put a receiver in motion right. Third and long for him here. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Motioning the tight end left. Here's the give to Irving. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Putting a receiver in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
Man in motion here. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running left, this is Irving. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Looking for a throw here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pull out in front further, 13-zip. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's into the hands of Mooney. Offense up to the line fast. From the 32. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell,
they connect on the deep shot. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the choice to leave the end zone going to cost him just a slight bit as he's out a little short of that 30-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 range, set. Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 29. He'll get this complete to Pitts. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Warriors, 70. Trap 60. Buffalo 18.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Come on, set. Pioneer. 19.
They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Big gap up the middle. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's an early runaway. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9.
Go.
Ritter looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's going deep. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19. Hut, hut.
Here's Ritter. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
Ritter setting up to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll throw it again. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it, and he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
To the air, 3rd and long. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. Ritter to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Irving on the inside give. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Once again, Irving. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
18 rattle.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Now a carry by Irving. Juke the defender. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup, 70 Lions.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Top 70. Here we go.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This time it's a passing play. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. He finds him right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. He'll throw it. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
70 Rangers, 70.
Ritter. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Huh.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Going with Irving here. Finds a big lane. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Right back to Irving now. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Irving here from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now. They'll try and throw it here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Now Ritter. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 18 Pioneer. Check go.
Throwing here, Ritter. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continuing to fight at least. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons take 7 points off the deficit. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
That one's out and caught on the right side. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And they pick him off again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about his safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away. Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watched that Legion of Boom, we watched 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll run this with Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Swift can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Tight end going in motion here. From the gun on third down. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Falcons 7.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcons football, but here in the 4th, that lead might be too much to overcome.
Ready.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Ready. Ready.
Trying again following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Connects on the crosser. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Offense up to the line fast.
19 Tiger.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Fourth and forever coming up.
Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Chased out to his right. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down drive. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And he'll turn this into a solid gain down to the 14. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Jack Panther.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing now, off play action. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Buccaneers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. Carry here for Irving. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Falcons.
Ritter looking to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. Ritter setting up to throw. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Ritter. Gets out of trouble. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons trying to do some window dressing.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it, too. That one was on their defense. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Ritter to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 8. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. They'll throw it again. Buys time, rolling right. That's brought in by Mooney. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Come on, set. Get up.
Ritter. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for 2. He's throwing for it. And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Buccaneers manage to recover the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers who take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers.